left-hand side. You might remember from the scene in the Lost World Jurassic Park where it's being pushed over a jungle cliff by a pair of angry T-Rexes. I've got that scene right here, right now for you guys. Check it out. In reality, the actors in the scene weren't in any danger at all. They weren't hanging off of a jungle cliff. They were hanging over a parking structure right here in the front lot of Universal Studios Hollywood. Looks like there's a little bit of wildlife left over for the get those films. Oh, no. And don't you worry, guys, it's just corrosive acid. It'll wipe right off. Jurassic Park is being re-released in theaters, by the way. This time, of course, in 3D this year, April 5th. And as we saw in that last clip, weather played a pretty important role in the Jurassic Park films. You always notice whenever a terrifying dinosaur showed up, it was usually pouring with rain. It really helps set the mood of the films. Now, here in Southern California, we usually have boring old sunshine day in and day out, so that means we have to manufacture our own weather for the movies oftentimes. Why am I talking to you guys about weather? I've got NBC's own Tonight Show weatherman, Al Roker. Al?
Hi, everybody. Here's today's forecast for the Universal Backlot. It's going to be sunny and dry in 6 Points, Texas. Cool and cloudy in Little Europe. Expect snow and sleet on New York Street. And we've got a high chance of fog and precipitation for Skull Island, Amity Island, and Isla Nublar. That's your forecast for today. Now here's a look at what's going on in your neck of the lot.
What's that? A flash flood? That's odd. Well, don't worry about that, guys. Take a look off to your left-hand side. You'll see a demonstration of how to create rain for the movies. It's a very simple technique, very old technique as well. It's pretty much been around since the birth of filmmaking. And as you can see, all we do is we pump some water to a very tall point, like the top of a telephone pole or a roof, spray the water upwards and outwards, and then allow it to fall naturally to the ground. If you take a look at your screens, you'll see I've turned on our live tram camera to show you folks just what it looks like in action on screen. It's pretty realistic, doesn't it? Now, Cars 3 and 4, you guys can make my eyes and ears this afternoon because you can more easily see up that hill than I can. If that flash flood that Al predicted actually does occur, can you guys just give me a bit of a heads up? You know, wave your arms wildly back and forth, scream at the top of your lungs because I'd like a little bit of a heads up. And impending doom is hurtling down the hill right towards our tram. Cars 3 and 4, watch out! Cars 1 and 2 is headed right towards you! Oh, the humanity. Yes, we created this flash flood effect as well, guys. We did it by releasing hundreds of gallons of water from a tank up at the top of the hill. Now, don't worry, we're very ecologically conscious here at Universal. That water is going to be reclaimed, recycled, and then pumped back out into the theme park to use in the drinking fountains for you folks later on. And here's that flash flood in action of the film Big Fat Liar, starring Paul Giamatti.
You can't outrun the wolf, kid! Yeah, we'll see about that.
Now, that area where we experienced the flash floods was as well as this area we're driving through right now. They're both known as Old Mexico. You also might recognize Old Mexico from the film The Three Amigos, starring Steve Martin, Chevy Chase, and Martin Short, directed, of course, by John Landis. But we're going to take you folks now across the border from Old Mexico to the Old West. Welcome to 6 Points, Texas. This area is named that way for a very specific reason. More on that in a few moments. Right now, I want to show you folks a clip of a very recent Western that was shot right here in 6 Points.
This town ain't big enough for the both of us, Jimmy Fallon.
Well, I ain't going anywhere, Jimmy Fallon.
Now look here. Nice folks in this tram don't want no trouble. They just want to check out 6 Points, one of the oldest sets on the Universal line.